Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back here to another episode on our single player world. We are outside this glorious village here that we're going to be working on a bit more today. We have a few plans in store. I'm pretty excited to get things underway. Sorry for the lack of uploads. You know, some of you may have seen the community post. Had a few things going on in real life, so I wasn't really in the best of mood to record, but you know, you got to get back into it eventually, and I miss recording videos for you guys. So here we are today, ready to go and smash out some of this village transformation. Now I'm going to whack on the screen a little bit of a image there for you guys that you can have a look at and kind of get my ideas. So we're currently looking at this picture here. You guys might look like it's a little bit of a mess, but just think of it as the green lines being like pathways and, you know, potential routes to travel between the buildings, the blue ones being some other buildings and things, so whether or not they're going to be professions or they're just going to be houses, still not 100% sure on that. And then those red areas will be like crop farms / animal pens, and the one behind the beehive, I'm thinking will be like kind of a flowery area, so the bees have somewhere to go, and you know, I don't know, it'll be a cool place for them to hang out. So that's kind of my idea there. What do you guys think down in the comments below? We're obviously not going to get all of this done today, but we're going to start chipping away at it. I think I want to maybe do this crop field and maybe the animal pen, and maybe demolish some of the rest of these buildings here, because there's quite a lot and they're all pretty much in the way. I was thinking of maybe making a little box here in the center where I was going to put the well. I was going to move this well here and make kind of a more grander one in the central area. Maybe put their beds inside there and kind of trap them for the meantime. So I think what we might go ahead and do is just start removing all of this stuff here, because we really do not need it at all, and it'll give us back some more resources that we can use for the build, and it'll get everything out of the way for us. So I might go ahead and quickly jump into destroying all of this, and I'll meet you guys back once it's done.
My heart, to my heart, to my heart, to my heart, forever, forever, forever.
So this is all now completed, except for this back building over here, which I think I'm going to convert into, I know I like in my drawing I said it might be the blacksmith, but I kind of like this area. It's already like grassed out. I think this would be a nice area for like a horse stable, or maybe like more of an animal area than like a blacksmith's area. And I think you can maybe making this building over here like a blacksmith's area. So that was kind of my idea, but I still need to go ahead and get rid of these couple of cacti over here, and I also want to maybe add a few more layers of sand to this area as well. Just kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to sit very right over here in this corner. So I think I'll definitely add that a little bit of a nicer gradient, I guess, over here, and maybe even another layer or two over there. So I'm going to quickly go out, grab some sand. You guys don't need to watch that, so I'll just be right back when we are there to go. Alrighty, not too long. We got a nice bit of stacks of sand just here, so hopefully this will be enough. I don't see us running out, but you never know. There's looks like actually kind of a big area, so we'll see how we go. But I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in, and I'll see you guys back once we're raised up a little. Alrighty guys, we are ready to go with this hell laid out. I did go ahead and fill up a little bit more of that. I wasn't going to do too much because I realized I'm going to have to fill a layer with dirt as well for whatever crops I decide to use. So I didn't want to go ahead and you know, fill in that just to have to dig it back up again. So I thought there would be a better way just to go ahead and start with a little bit of a kind of like a surrounding border, I guess, to the crop field before we actually made it itself. So I guess what we'll go ahead and do is you can just go ahead and use two stripped. We'll come probably in here, let's just do a little bit of this, just to get a bit of shape going first, and then we can come back and kind of detail it the way we would like. So if we just keep bringing this down, I guess we'll do like 2 or something, and then let's add this down here. We can just keep going and go like in this nice like circular style pattern. We don't want to go too close to that because we still want it to be like accessible, I suppose, as like kind of like a back little pathway or something like that. But we still want this to be somewhat like curved and things, and still looking pretty nice as well, I suppose, because we don't want it to be like just a straight box or anything like that, because that would not be very interesting at all. So this is already looking pretty good. There's enough room for them to walk around this way. We can add a nice little pathway as well. I think I might do a couple like little separate farms rather than like one big connected one. I did that in my other single player series, if you guys have been around that long, and we did like ton of like little pods, I guess they were, but they weren't so little. They were quite massive. Like this is already like 5 times smaller than what one of the other pods was. Like it was that big. I kind of went a bit overboard on that. So we might leave a nice big entrance here, maybe. Let's bring it over. Let's go ahead and strip all these logs. And this is already looking pretty cool without even having any of the crops actually grown in here or anything like that. So let's just get these all done. Nice. Okay, now I think we should come along here and texture this up a little bit more. So we have a couple of these like faces. We do have, what else do we have? We got some cache wash. We also have some warped wood that we can come ahead and use. I think we will use like a little bit of this here and there. Add in a few of these, maybe even some plants around the side to look really cool as well. So if we just kind of get in a face, I guess, every now and again, we don't want to be too much empowered or anything like that. But I think this is going to look really cool once it's all done. It'll give us a nice, I guess, bit more interest to look at as well, rather than just the like constant ground, I suppose, if that makes sense. We'll also add in a few of these just around the places to add a little bit more something, and we don't have to put too many faces around the place, but if we just do something like this and like that, one of those down there and up the top as well. I think I did already just skip a section. I did. Man, I can see myself doing that a lot. Get rid of you. It's something you can like do as well. Like it's super simple, and like it's really not that hard to do. Like all you're really doing is, as you can see I'm doing, is just adding a few like slabs here and there, and just a few like fence posts or something like that just around the place, just to give it a bit more life, I suppose. It really does help out a lot. Like really, like this already has improved tenfold, if you ask me, just by simply adding a few different blocks and a few like height variations into the build. I think it's a great little way to add some more interest and stuff, as we said just before. But as it's coming along pretty nicely, let's just go ahead and finish this side here off. Let's add in one of those, and we can put you just there, I reckon. Cool. Let's add a few more of these little wooden posts around the place, and a couple of them, and some slabs on top as well. And we can go ahead and put in this chisel stone around the place just to, break up this texturing just that little bit extra. And there we go. Look at that. I already think that's looking pretty cool. Now for the inside, as far as the pattern goes, I thought it'd be pretty cool to kind of do like, I guess, more of an interesting pattern rather than just straight stripped. So maybe if we do something like, we'll do 3, I guess, and something like this could look pretty cool. So every second one, we will do something like this, and oh, that's a lot. I'm going back up. So this is kind of like the layout I suppose we're going to go with for the crops. It took me like half a second to even like realize like what I was doing, like figure it out, I guess. But we should be good now. So essentially we're going to do 3, and then in the middle just leave a gap and then do 3 again. Like it's pretty easy to get the pattern going once it's started. It was just the matter of fact of trying to get it started that got me confused for a minute. But we should be all good now, and I think this is going to look really cool and add kind of like a bit more of a interesting feel to the place rather than just like this boring just crop field, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish this off and fill it up with dirt and add some water around the place and mill it as well. So give me a second. Okay, let's see if I have enough for all of these crops this here. I don't know if I will. 46 doesn't seem like a lot. I do have a lot more at my house so that I can go grab it. That's all the way over there. I don't feel like running all that far. That's such an effort. But I think what I might do is maybe come back in here with some slabs and cover over this water. Just because I don't think it fits too well. But, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully once this grows, it's going to look pretty cool. But I do think the slabs will kind of look a bit nicer coming in here. And then it kind of still allows you to walk around in the crop fields as well. So let's go ahead and just put those in and around. That looks pretty good. I might have to get rid of these torches on the outside just here, or move them to the outside, sorry, rather than having them, in the actual crop field itself, because I think that would look a bit funny. If you're walking around, there's just torches, inside your crops that you might accidentally burn down all of your stuff, so there we go. At least they're out on the outside now. We don't really have to worry about it too much, but we can let this grow. I might go back and grab those other things. We'll see how we go. But I think this is looking pretty cool. We might add another smaller one. Well, not really a small one. Probably about the same size, I guess, over this side. Whether or not we'll use wheat or maybe we'll use something else. But at the same time, I don't want to use too much of this space just yet. Not knowing what we're going to build. I have a rough idea, but at the same time, I might want some more buildings in here rather than another big crop field, because it's going to take up like majority of this space just with crops. So we might leave it with just this for the moment. So I think I'll definitely go back and grab those seeds and grab them. Alrighty, it has been some time since I last saw you guys, and there we go. We have everything all grown up, I guess, all grown. Yeah, I think that makes sense. But I was thinking maybe if we come in here with some, I don't think I have silk touch on any of my shovels. No. I was thinking maybe if we can add some more dirt, I guess, around the area. Not like mill it or anything like that, but I think it just look kind of cool, like a bit more broken up, I guess. Kind of adds a bit more interest to the sand and things as well. If you guys see what I'm saying, like something more like this, and we'll go like around here maybe. There we go. I think it will just look pretty cool, being like some of it as dirt and some of it as sand. Okay, there we go. I think that's looking pretty cool if I say so myself. We got a weird spazzed out something in there. I'm not sure what that was, but I think I just picked it up. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. What do you guys think? I like the kind of like broken up texture, I guess, of it. We might even still come back in here later on, maybe with some coarse dirt or something, because I think this grass blocks will spread and it'll kind of ruin the look that I'm going for. But I think this here is looking pretty sweet. What do you guys think of this little crop field? Nothing too crazy at all, but a nice little feature, if I do say so myself. We might even go ahead and add some of these trapdoors around the place just to add a little bit more texturing to these pillars, because they're looking kind of boring at the moment. Just having a quick look at the top of those, at least this adds a little bit more something to it, I guess. So I think we might go ahead and just build one of these little houses as well, but I'm gonna have to go grab the resources for that, and I'll meet you guys back once I have it. Alright guys, it's been a little while since last episode. It's been a night for me. I was going ahead and added a few bushes around the place just to give it a bit more of interest. I did have a look at what it would look like with some of them inside, but didn't quite turn out as well as I thought it would. And I did also go ahead and change this to coarse dirt, so we shouldn't get any more greenery around in this area, which I think will work out pretty cool. Now for that building that I was talking about, I think I want to build it over here. It's just going to be a little building. It's not going to be a profession house or anything like that. So it's just going to be in this area just here where we have this nice kind of room just here. I'm going to be saving this whole area down here for the library, because it's probably going to be like one of the main features with all the villages and all their I guess trades rather than professions in there. So I thought I could just use this little nice area, and yeah, I don't know, I thought it would look pretty cool. Probably should have grabbed some resources, but hey, who needs that, am I right? Let's go ahead and grab some of these. I think most of them up here anyway. Oh, I should show you guys my iron farm. It's actually turning out pretty nicely. Let's come in here with all the villagers. Look at all this iron we have out there. Not too bad at all. It's getting chipping away at it. It's quite nice. So let's go ahead and grab some of this stuff. We'll probably need that for the roof. Let's get some more acacia wood and a lot of sandstone because we need that sandstone. Grab a couple of doors as well. Do we want jungle doors or acacia doors? I think we want acacia doors. Anyways, let's grab out some of these. We'll grab some buttons because the buttons are great. And we'll grab some of this stuff for decoration. And yeah. Oh, hello. So yeah, let's come down here and let's start this little build off. It's going to be kind of like a two-story kind of build, I'm thinking. So because we got this kind of like little lip here, I was thinking maybe it can come down and or maybe carry on some stairways up to that. So maybe if we started about here, maybe. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. So if you go 2, 3, 4. Is that going to be enough? I don't think that's going to be enough for a double story, but we'll see how that goes anyways. Let's bring this over. Maybe we'll have that the corner block. We'll come back in 1, 2. We'll have a door. We'll do another 2. We'll have this door. So we'll put another block just here. And we'll bring this one up just 3 blocks, I'm thinking. I think that will look pretty good. And we can come over a couple of spaces just here. So we'll chuck a door right there. We'll come across 2 and we'll bring this up 3 as well. Now on the inside here, we're going to come back a few blocks. We're going to add another little layer just here and bring this up by another 3, I'm thinking. And then this will be kind of like a little patio area, and then we can kind of extend it back, if you know what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying? Oh my god. Let's shove this off, and then we can extend this, I guess. Do we have any more sand on us? We don't. I guess I'll just use this. And then we'll extend this one here, maybe just halfway up the building just here. I think that would be pretty in line there. Sweet. So that's kind of like our frame, our border to the place. So we're going to have stairs kind of in the front here, leading up into the second story. We'll have a little entrance just here as well. And yeah, I think it's going to look all pretty cool. Now, I still want to keep it the similar theme to that one over there. And then all of our other builds. So what we might go ahead and do is extend this one here up and use the, what are these called? The cut sandstone just on the corner blocks. And then we can add in some nice little features as well. So let's go ahead and bring this up just to here. Let's put another one there. We're actually going to put our door just there. So we might leave that and put it over here instead. Cool. Do we want to use... I guess we'll just use smooth sandstone to fill in this area just for the moment anyways. So we'll have a door just there. We'll bring this over. We'll put a door in the middle. Let's extend this all the way across as well. I think that'll look pretty cool. And we can add our cut sandstone on the top there again. And that should look pretty good just there. So let's go ahead and strip these off so we can get that orange popping out like we like. And it's just such a cool wood. I really should use it a lot more in my builds. But I think for this village, it's really cool. It really pops with this just a plain sand and stuff as well. So I think it's pretty neat. So let's go ahead and get that all stripped up. There we go. We're looking pretty nice just there. So our wall will extend across back this way. We'll then need another pillar, I guess, in the middle just here. Okay, now we have this general kind of build up. I think it's looking pretty cool as is. Obviously, it's not going to be like a profession house, this one, so it's probably just going to be, I don't know, just kind of like a little house that's, it's kind of like one of the standard houses that you see in villages as well, but it's kind of just tweaked it up a little bit, and I thought it could look a little bit cooler as well. So we might even go ahead and raise this because we're actually going to have stairs leading up into that one. So kind of as an example, it will be something like, we'll do something like this, I guess. I think that would look pretty good. And let's do that just there. Get rid of these ones and add in our blocks just here as well. And there we have it. So it's going to be like kind of our entryway one. We might even extend this just a little bit and have this kind of like look like it's actually being picked up from this side. So this one here can go straight up, or we can, just extend it down and around, or I might even, add some stairs in like that. So this one here kind of goes up and in, whereas this side here you can, come along that way and go up as well. Did we bring a bed? No, we did not. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick before anything spawns. Hopefully we should be right anyway, but you never know. Okay, cool. So let's come in the inside just here, and we can start on the roof area. So what we want to go ahead and try to do is just slab up all of this so we still get a little bit of headroom in here. And we might even come and just block off this little section, do we think? Yeah, so we might extend this down just here and have this floor sitting on this layer. I guess that would make probably the most sense. So let's come back this way. And we could probably even make this like into some stairs or something. That could actually look pretty cool. Let's see how that goes. So let's add 1, 2. So we need to actually move that. So we got to move it back one more block. This is alright. Then go there and there. Cool. And let's just go ahead and block off all of this stuff in here because we don't need that being shown. And there we go. That's looking not too bad at all. So let's go ahead and just extend this to the roof. And we'll use slabs again just in here just to give it a little bit more height, I suppose, compared to what we're probably going to be left with. So let's go ahead and add in these. And there we go. And over here, I guess we can add in a ladder. And that would probably work the best, I would imagine. We can ladder up that way, leading onto the second floor. And coming up this way, we'll probably maybe want to add in a couple more of these pillars, I think. Maybe on each corner would probably look the best. Do we have some of this? Yes, we do. There we go. And let's add one more on each of these as well. Cool. Nice. Now we have this little area just here. We can go ahead and fill you up just there. And that should leave us with a door just there. So you can come up and come to the second floor here. Have a little bit of a lookout as well. And probably for these outskirts, maybe we want to do something. Do we have any more sandstone? I was thinking maybe doing like a pattern like this on the wall, like what we've used on the wall for wrapping around the building. Could look pretty nice. So let's go ahead and get some sandstone. Maybe we'll get a couple of these and this as well. Okay, then what we might do is actually, I was thinking about maybe using some buttons on this one here. So we could just come around and wrap in a couple of these buttons just on the top just here. I think that will tie in really well with this kind of like theme and the build, especially for this kind of area and what it would be technically used for. So I think for the meantime, we can go ahead and add in some scaffolding just here. There we go. Let's break that down by 1. Let's add in our roof just there as well. Cool, and we need some more buttons, but we can definitely go ahead and do that. We might even use acacia buttons. I think it would probably look a bit nicer than the jungle, just because I think of what it is. Let's go ahead and just put those in there, actually. Let's grab me a few buttons. Nice. And there we have it, guys. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not really sure I'm going to use the torches to keep it, like, lit up. There we go, that's probably a better word, lit up. But I think for the meantime, it's looking pretty snazzy. Like it's not a really crazy build, but I like to just keep like the original, kind of original style of the village here, but incorporate this different kind of build style. So we might even still come and texture up some of these builds a little bit. Speaking of, this block is the wrong kind, so we need to fix that right now. Let's go. Chop you off, sorry buddy, and let's do that. There we go. Nice. Okay. That would have really annoyed me. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty cool. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of just this little cozy build just here. Nothing too crazy, but it keeps the villagers happy. They have a few more beds actually only the one bed in this little building, but it starting to populate this place. So yeah, I'm super keen to get this all done. We have 1.17 coming out, I think, next week by the time this video comes out, which is exciting. So I am still going to be playing this world. I want want to get this village at least completed. Maybe some more work back on the base, but 100% going to complete this village transformation before we change over. We might even start a hardcore world or something like that. So if you are interested for all that kind of stuff, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. And yeah, thanks for all the support and all the messages and stuff. And I really appreciate you guys letting me have that time off just to get back into things. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by, and if you watched to the end, I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.